Good morning, students. Let us start in our chapter 5. After completing that individual proprietorship and HUL, now we begin with partnership. Partnership, what it means, what are the advantages, limitations and its characteristics. So partnership, the word itself says partner, means something what you are doing with more than one person. Minimum you require 2 persons and maximum as per the law, whatever is the permission, accordingly you may have 50 or earlier as per the Companies Act 2013 they have said 100, but after revision or in the 2014 they have made it now 50. So minimum 2 members, maximum 50 members can do the business, join their hands together and do economic activity, legal, lawful activity, and they are joining their hands, contribute capital, work together, take the decisions together. That sort of a business structure is known as a partnership. So legally, as per the Act, what the definition? Let us see all about. So here, meaning, according to Indian Partnership Act 1932, you have to remember this for your MCQ. That partnership is a relation between such persons who have agreed to share the profit. Here the objective is to do the business and always the definition of business says any economic activity to earn the profit with a motive to earn the profit. So they join their hands to earn the profit, which is run by all. All the members have right to do work in their partnership business or sometime by one person or on behalf of all. Not necessarily all the partners. We will be learning later on the types of partners. So all may not be giving their time. All may not be attending the office regularly. But those who are committed and ready to serve the company, that is the business activity, they are giving their time partnership firm and they are working on behalf of all. So which are the main character you have found here? The one is that it is a legal activity by law as per the Act. It is a relation created on paper with the help of agreement. It is between the such persons, those who are agreed on some common points and ready to work on common platform, on common basis, terms and conditions. Here they want to share the profit. Their purpose is to do economic activity to earn the profit, and which may be done by all or anyone is acting on behalf of all. Now the characteristics which we have derived from the definitions are: number 1, relation by agreement. If you want to start a partnership, you are not the family members, you have no blood relation, you all are unknown person to one another. So whatever you are doing, you will make a partnership deed, and as per the terms and conditions you jot down. Partnership deed you may make oral or you may make written. Written is advisable because it has a proof on paper. So as per the agreement which is agreed by all, agreement means a document which is agreed duly signed by all. In that you write terms and conditions and all the matters concerned to partnership business. Second, it is establishment. Procedure is required. Partnership is guided by the Act 1932. So as per the prescribed Act provisions you have to follow, and those provisions are applicable to the business. So procedure is there. It is a little simple procedure. In sole proprietorship there was no procedure. It was very easy to establish. No legality were involved. In the company there were many more complex procedures, but here we do have the easy established procedure. Registration. Registration of partnership is not compulsory, but it is advisable. So in future when the dispute arise, it will help you. You need to, you can file a legal suit against a partner or against a third party or against a firm if the registration is done. So it is not compulsory but advisable. Here the number of partners. The minimum you require 2 members because it is partnership. One person cannot have a partnership with one set. So minimum 2 individuals is the minimum limit. Maximum limit. Earlier it was 10 for the banking business and 20 for other. But after the Companies Act 2013, that was extended up to 100. But then they realized they make a change in the year 2014 and they have reduced it up to 50. So what now you have to remember is that minimum 2 and 50 members are required to start a partnership firm. So in this manner the various characters are there which we need to follow. The next is the purpose. What is the purpose of your partnership? The purpose is that whatever activity you are doing should be a lawful business activity. It has to be a legal. The capital invested. Normally all are supposed to bring the capital, but it is not necessary. You may bring, some may not be bringing. So all bring, but not necessary that everybody bring the capital. Sometimes few partners may not bring, then also you allow because they may be having a special skill what you require, or they may be having a special other character which you are in need. Management, all the partners jointly run the business. You have to take help and you have to involve them in all the decision making procedure of partnership firm. The partner may not be actively involved in running the business, but when takes matter of the decision, you have to involve him in that at that time. Liability. All the partners have unlimited liability. We have learned the concept. Unlimited means to fulfill the business debts if required, if business properties are less then personal asset of the partner they have to bring and they have to repay the business debt. So that concept is called unlimited liability that will be followed. Transfer of ownership. If you want to sell off your share of partnership, it is compulsory for you to have the consent of all the other partners. You need a permission from the other partner that I want to sell my share, I want to give up, I want to quit the firm. You allow me to quit the firm and now onwards on behalf of means in place of me someone else will come. So here in this manner concern is must and that is what the very difficult part of partnership. The legal status as per the Partnership Act 1932, it is a legal form, legal status you have and it is recognized with the number when you go for registration. The lifespan of the firm is limited. Why it is limited? Because after all the outsider, different people, they are starting business. So all the disagreement possibilities are there. Today all are agree, but tomorrow you may have problem. It's a financial issue. So because of money, all the quarrel, fight and disputes are going to be there. Mental health. If any partner may be mentally sick or may have any problem, then you need to dissolve the firm. There may be an admission. And with that reason, the other partner may not agree, you may have a problem. There may be a death of a partner or a retirement of a partner. So there are so many reasons that ultimately disputes arise and ultimately because of dispute, the life of partnership firm come to an end and it is going to be a short span partnership. Then we see the advantages. Why this particular form of business organization is comfortable or good. The first is easy and less expensive process of establishment. The legality are less as compared to company establishment. Okay, so it's easy, it's a benefit that you can start a partnership firm easily. Next is that efficient management. In our sole proprietorship, we have observed that hasty decision, faulty decision, all are the problem, and the human limitations were the maximum difficult aspect. While here you have many members, so all are good in different aspects. Someone is capable of handling account, someone management, someone administration, someone production, someone marketing. So when you have the good qualified partners, your management going to be efficient. The quality aspect of your management going to be better. Next, increase in goodwill and credit worthiness. Your partners, more are the partners having their name and fame in the society, all that your partnership firm can also enjoy. You may have a nominee partner, mainly on the name of that partner you are appointing him, so that you will get the credit of that name in your establishment of business. So it will add to the goodwill. More capital. In a sole proprietorship, only one person was bringing capital. Here, there are so many members, so all are bringing capital. So comparatively, you have more funds for investment and more funds benefit you get. Advantages for the division of labor. As the more partners are working, you can distribute work among all the members. And when you are distributing the work, the accuracy, the qualitative aspect of the work and the efficiency, you will get the benefit. So here you have the advantage of division of labor, that human limitation to feeling tired or feeling exhausted or not able to give justice, all those things can be eliminated. Then there is a proper decision. In earlier point also we have said at time of efficiency that when you are taking decision unanimously after a thorough talk on a particular issue, everybody will add their points, and after a long discussion when the decisions are taken, definitely the quality and the proper decision can be taken, and that decision always going to help to the business. Flexibility. Like a sole proprietorship, even the partnership business nature can be changed. Your business can be changed. Still it is small in size, so you can go for a flexibility. You are free to keep on changing the activity what you are doing. Then the protection of the interest of minority. Here the groupism may be there even in the partnership. So legally there is a right that if the few partners come together and if deliberately they harm one or other partner, make them separate and make them any legal issues create for them, then by law you have a protection for the interest of minority. So those who remain the minor, their interest to be taken care of legally, and they can go against the group partner, those who are troubling to their interests. Next is that is the direct relation with the customer. Here also the business activities are very limited up to an extent as compared to companies and all. So personal rapport, personal relation and personal that effect, influence can be observed in a business activity. Then you can say that decentralization of economic power, very important. When the power, financial power remains in the hand of one person, all the possibilities are there of a malpractices. So in a partnership firm, if they open a bank account, then that bank account also be operated minimum by 2 or 3 partner signature. It means that the more people are involved, decentralization means it is divided among more members. So here the power is economic interest, economic activity are divided among more members, so the chances of fraud, mischief and financial you can say manipulation can be decreased. Then less burden of income tax. Again, as a sole proprietorship, the partnership taxation slab rate is of an individual. So here you have the less burden and you are paying less tax for the partnership. Now the limitations of partnership, you have the first that limited capital. In one advantage you have said that capital, again we are saying as disadvantage limited capital. How? The reason is all are the partners but all have a doubt. I may have 10 crore rupee but I am not ready to invest that 10 crore in my partnership firm. When the question of investment comes in the partnership firm, I say that I don't have money and I can't invest more than 10 lakh rupees. So you have money is a different thing and how much you are investing into a business is a different thing. So here more partners are there but all are investing into the firm with a miserliness. They invest minimum whatever possible. So that total capital collection of the firm you will find less. The second, unlimited liability. The biggest danger is a unlimited liability. Why people are not investing more? Because they know that more are involved. Others are making mistake and I have to use my personal asset also if the business debts are more. So unlimited liability is the biggest problem with the partnership firm. The next is that is the short lifespan. All the possibility of the disputes. Here we say that the lifespan of a partnership firm is a little bit short. The reason is that disputes. The reason is that misunderstanding. The reason is that partners may not have a faith in one another after a particular point of time. Or the partnership may be for a particular term. Partnership may be for a particular job, task, that what is decided. So different types of partnerships are there and all the partnerships are indicating that it may have a long, short lifespan and it has to be wind up quickly. Delay in decision making. All our partners are supposed to be involved in decision. If the availability of all partners are not there, your decision cannot be taken. And because of that, decisions are taken, it takes long time to conclude and decide. Next is that is difficulty in share transfer. As we have seen that transfer of ownership, you need a concern in a characteristics we have observed. So it's not easy that you get a consent of remaining partner. To trouble you, they may reject. They may do the time pass and they may not allowing you the legal sign, the NOC. So that is not possible and that's why you are finding it difficult to come out of the partnership firm. So difficulty in transferring your share. The possibility of that disagreement. All partners are not agreed upon. Eventually and gradually they will start troubling. They will start creating problem. So disagreement will start gradually and that is the reason for the short lifespan of partnership firm. In this manner, the partnership is one of the very big business organization. In our economy, you will find so many are running business under the partnership, but whenever you will go for the partnership, its advantages, limitations and character you should keep in mind. It is a good option for a business organization, do it on little larger, means on little bigger scale as compared to sole proprietorship. But its drawbacks are to be kept in mind and accordingly you have to go for it. I hope you understood about the overall concept regarding partnership. Thank you.